this is I guess an update on this green that I got. I'm just showing you. I'm gonna modify mine just in case you have to modify this or something similar. Just make sure you're comfortable with doing this. If you're uncomfortable, you know, you have to respect electricity is dangerous, and if you respect it, you know, it'll be good for you and good for electricity. But pretty much that's it. But like I said, I want to modify mine for my setup and see where I'm going to put it. We're going to take it apart and see what we can do here, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do, and that's it. So let's go from there. Let's get this thing apart and see see if we can, you know, shorten. I want to shorten this wire 6 inches, or I want to see if I can even run the wire out the side. But let me see. Let's just try to shorten it and go from there. All right. So as you guys see over here, these have terminals that are soldered on. See that? And I don't want to. You can heat that up easily. Take that off. You can do that. I don't want to do that. I don't feel like I don't feel like getting the soldering gun out and stuff like that. I have a lot of stuff going on, so I don't really want to go through all that. But I'm showing you. I was able to. Coming out of here is a complete waste for me. Okay, it might be a complete waste for you. You can come out the left or the right like I just did, and now this thing is going to work perfect. Power supply, so it doesn't really matter about, you know, having the opening. You can easily put some silicone, put some tape up there, you know, like it really doesn't matter. No one can stick their finger in there and do anything, you know what I mean? So it's not like it's this bad situation that you're creating over here. So we want to make sure everything's out. Let's tie the wire around. So I made these wires a little bit longer. I made it come out here, and now it's going to come down a lot easier, and I think it's going to you know, work out for me a lot more. Bam. See, mine's going to go like that and come out the side now. So that's going to be perfect. Perfect. There we go. That's kind of how I modified mine. All right, everyone. So we are back with Client Velvet Reviews here. We're continuing the install. We got it in. You saw all that. Now, I set mine up like this, okay, as you can see. All right, I set mine up like this, as you could see. I got everything like that. I modified this power, the power strip that I did get. I modified that. I showed you guys. I modified it how I did it. And then this way now it's going to fit so much better in here if you guys got to do the same thing or make it fit for you or your customers. For this, there's not really anything you could do with this power strip to mount it, you know, properly or easily, all right? That's the way it is. I'm just going to use straps, and I'm going to put mine on the bottom, and I'll tell you why. The thing is, it's gravity, right? Gravity is not good with heavy plugs. If you have heavy plugs, after a long time of, you know, years and years of that weight, these start to wear out, and they can actually come out, and then you'll have problems, and we don't want the internet going out and stuff. And if you know my channel, we're all about preventative maintenance here, and preventative maintenance of, you know, not having to come back and do this again would be the best bet, to lay it on the bottom, have gravity on our side, and this way these plugs most likely will not come out, you know, under normal circumstances. All right. So how I'm doing that with the zip tie, guys, if you guys have zip ties or use zip ties a lot or whatever, all you do is just, if you got to get it in a loop, you just bend the tip. All right, see, I just bent the tip, and you make a hook on the tip, and now when you feed it, you put pressure on it coming towards you, and then when it comes out, this will pop out, and then you can get it around here easily. I've done that for a long time, and it works out great to, you know, do that. All right, everyone, so you saw what's up and how I zip tied that on. I'm just gonna cut these off to make it look nice, and see, now we're gonna have this elevated. And now any of us, because you know with computers, sometimes you have to restart stuff. So anyone that's able to restart it, guys, you could just open this up now. You could tell your customers, you could tell whoever you're doing this for, you could tell them they can open this up, hit this switch, turn everything off, and you're good to go. I mean, I would label these, right? Because you're gonna be, you know, running the wire, and I would label them anyway, and we're gonna do all that, but I'm just telling you, you know, what I would do to make it easier for everybody. And then we got these mounting squares that we're gonna test out. This is commercial electric. I just picked these up from wherever. And then we also got the Leviton push lock pins. So we're gonna be trying these out as well to open these up. I mean, I'll just show you what these kind of look like or whatever. So these are the Leviton pins that you get specifically for this. All you do is just pop these in, and then you would push these in, and then they open up on the inside, and that's it. And then they kind of lock into place, and that's it. And they go like that. And then when they lock in, this thing opens up, and it kind of locks it into the box. All right. So we're gonna come back. We're gonna do all that and mount it. We have something else on order that's coming tomorrow, and then we'll come back we have a shelf that's on order. This way we can hang up one of the routers that are gonna need a shelf over here, and we'll strap it all in and make it look all nice. All right, everyone. So we are back at the project site of what's going on here and showing you the reason why I modified it, just to show you if it's gonna work for you, how it can work or whatever, or you could think of your own ideas from the ideas that you see. So you saw that I ran it out the side, see? So now mine runs out the side right here. I can flush this up against here and really make it nice and compact and neat in here, because at the bottom, you know, this is gonna be nice at the bottom, out of the way. It's gonna stay here for a really long time, you know, when everything's gonna be plugged in here. You don't really change out your routers and stuff like that, like every year or something, you know, every year or anything. So that's why you shouldn't be in here messing with that. So that's a good thing. That's why this is going to be down here, out of the way of the rest of the electronics that I plan to be putting in here. All right, and now I zip tied it without modifying this. I just ran it through, you know, the mounting holes that are in the back of here, ran it through here, and then I just tightened it on. And now you see I was able to push this all the way here, push this all the way here, and now I can plug all my equipment in as so. All my electronics are nice and they're going to be tucked away. I'm going to tie the wires up really nicely and make a little, you know, nice setup. But now, as you can see, my finished product, I'm going to be happier with now that this is going to be, you know, tucked in here. All right. And I don't think I'm going to come back. If I need another plug, then there is one more plug on the power strip that I have one, and there is another one here. So if you're going to need that many plugs inside of here, then, you know, you're going to have to try to utilize this one and then move this around. But if you're using over 5 or 6 plugs, guys, you're not going to get the 28-inch in the first place. You're going to go and you're going to get that 42-inch, or even the bigger ones I think they have now. So you're going to get one that's going to be like from the floor to like where this is, pretty much. All right. You're not going to be worrying about that. You're probably going to have 2 or 3 power strips in there because it has multiple, you know what I mean? So you're going to be getting a bigger box overall. This wouldn't be really your your kind of project then, if you're going with a massive, you know, 4-foot media center, right? But I think this is going to be perfect. It came out great. Now the wire is not wasting space out of the top. It's tied up nice and tight right here, because I wouldn't have been able to get it that tight if it came out the top. So I'm very happy with the results. This is going to be great, and I can't wait to keep moving forward and on these projects over here with you guys. But that's it, everyone, for Glenn Velvet Reviews on how I modified that to make it fit my project and how to do it safely. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. I would love to know. Also, subscribe to my channel. Join me on my review adventures as I try to put up stuff to help out the community, just like I get help from the community, right? And if you can, unless you dislike me for any reason, you could support the channel by clicking on the affiliate links below. Somehow, some way, times a million, they equal up into something. But from what I saw, there are other ways to support the channel on YouTube, which is really cool. And if you do decide to support the channel, please make sure you check back, see that I'm putting that support back into it, getting more stuff to review, doing updates on the items that break so we know we're getting a good value, and also helping my subscribers out with any questions they have on the products that I did review. All right, so everybody enjoy, be safe. Glenn Velvet Reviews is out. Bye-bye, everybody.